students, today we will learn that what is multi-stage compression and why multi-stage compression is done, and I am taking the case of a multi-stage reciprocating compressor. So over here I am showing you an experiment. This is a piston cylinder system, okay, and this cylinder is containing a gas, okay. Now what happens that in case the gas is adiabatically compressed, then adiabatic compression always leads to rise in temperature. In case a gas is adiabatically compressed, then it raises the temperature of the corresponding gas which is subjected to adiabatic compression. Now what happens? Remember that a hot gas is always harder to compress than a cold gas, okay. So little by little, when the gas contained inside the cylinder is compressing, then it is becoming hot. So what happens? With the succession of compression, the gas becomes harder and harder to compress. It is like this. So once again, this is a piston cylinder system which is containing a gas inside it. Now in case this gas is adiabatically compressed, then it raises the temperature of the gas, and the hot gas is harder to compress than that of a cold gas. The reason is that hot things, whenever we increase the temperature of any substance, it wants to expand, okay. So hot gas wants to expand and we are compressing it. So definitely more amount of work is to be done to compress a hot gas rather than a cold gas. So with progress of compression, the gas becomes more and more harder to compress, okay. Now let's do the same experiment in a different fashion. You can see over here that again there is a piston cylinder system which is containing a gas. Now it is adiabatically compressed. To some extent it is compressed. You can see in the second picture it is compressed to some extent. Now this piston cylinder system is kept in environment, okay. So what happens? When adiabatic compression is happening, the temperature of gas is rising. So in case it is kept in open atmosphere such that heat can go out of the system, means this cylinder is made up of some conductive material. So what would happen? This hot gas will lose its heat, because heat always flows from high temperature to low temperature. So this hot gas will lose its heat and again become cold gas. Now in case further this cold gas is compressed, then less amount of work is to be invested for ultimate compression, means we have to move from this condition to this condition. So in case we are compressing it at once, means without adopting this procedure, then what happens? More amount of work is to be done, because once again the hot gas is harder to compress than a cold gas. But over here what we are doing, that we are compressing it to some extent, then allowing the hot gas to cool down, and then when it's cooled down, then it is further compressed to ultimate compression to the desired pressure which we want. This is what the principle of multi-stage compression. So what happens in a multi-stage compression? This is the schematic diagram. You can see that instead of one piston cylinder system, there are two piston cylinder systems used. This is low pressure cylinder and this is high pressure cylinder, okay. And again this is the air filter, this is the inlet valve, this is the outlet valve of first cylinder, this is the piston which reciprocates inside the cylinder. Now the gas or air which is compressed by this cylinder is transferred to this another cylinder, but it first passes through an intercooler. So what is an intercooler? It is a sort of heat exchanger, okay. So in case hot gas passes through this intercooler, then it loses its heat. Generally it is a sort of structure, a sort of duct over which there are fins implanted. So what happens? In case hot gas passes through this intercooler, then the hot gas loses its heat to the atmosphere and ultimately it becomes cold on the other end. From this end hot gas is entering and from the other end cold gas is outcoming. That is going inside to this second cylinder which is high pressure cylinder, and then ultimately this cylinder's piston pushes this incoming air or gas to the pressure vessel. It is like this. So once again, and this is the motor and this is the entire crank. So when the motor rotates this crank, then piston moves up and down, reciprocating motion. The job of air filter is to filter down any dust and debris contained in the air. It is like this. So let's understand the operation, then it would be more clear. see, so concentrate over this first low pressure cylinder. Okay, the piston is moving downward direction. So what happens, that inside the cylinder it creates the vacuum. So this inlet valve, which is a non-return valve, automatically opens and it sucks inside the air. Since piston is moving downward direction, it's creating a void inside. So this inlet valve raises up from its seat and it sucks the cold air from the atmosphere. I am taking the example of air compressor. So from the atmosphere, the air is coming, passing through this air filter. So dust and debris are screened off and the air is entering inside. Now piston has reached to the bottom dead center. Concentrate over this first cylinder only. By now concentrate over this low pressure first cylinder itself. Now what happens, the piston is rising up. The next stroke is the compression stroke. So again it is adiabatic compression. Okay, so due to high pressure, this inlet valve will shut off because it is non-return valve, but this outlet valve would open. So now since adiabatic compression raises the temperature of gas, so from this cylinder, this adiabatically compressed gas is passed through this intercooler. You can see. So what happens when it passes through the intercooler, then this hot gas, since the intercooler is a sort of heat exchanger through which when hot air passes, then it loses its heat to the atmosphere because it is made up of conducting material. So this hot gas, adiabatically compressed hot gas, when passes through this intercooler, then it enters with high temperature, but from the other end it comes out with low temperature. So we can see over here one thing, that when this cylinder is compressing the gas, then other cylinder, this is a high pressure cylinder, is sucking the gas from the other end. From here the gas is entering inside the intercooler, because it is a steady flow process. Continuously the mass is going inside and coming out from the ultimate end. So what happens, this piston is pushing the air, compressing adiabatically the air, and it passes through the intercooler. This hot air passes through the intercooler, it cools down and ultimately it is sucked inside this high pressure cylinder. Now further stroke is that this piston rises up. So this high pressure cylinder then further pushes this air which has gone inside this high pressure cylinder to the pressure vessel. This is how a multi-stage compression works. Over here I am showing two stages of compression. Once again let's see this thing, that this cylinder is pulling the air inside, it is compressing it, it is becoming hot, so it is passing through this intercooler. So this hot air is again cooled down, and then since this piston is rising up, that piston is coming down simultaneously. So this it is a steady flow process. So ultimately this cool air is going inside this cylinder, this is high pressure cylinder, and then ultimately this cylinder is adiabatically compressing the incoming air and then pushing inside to the pressure vessel. So by this way the amount of work done invested to compress the air reduces compared to that of in case we are using single compression. Suppose I say from here through this air filter, air is entering with 1 bar pressure and ultimately coming out from this ultimate end to the pressure vessel with 9 bar pressure. Okay, so one way is using single stage compression, in which taking the air with 1 bar and then raising the pressure to 9 bar and pushing it inside the pressure vessel. But I already told that the compression is adiabatic compression, and a hot gas is always harder to compress than a cold gas. So in multi-stage compression, the same compression is done in 2 stages. Suppose I say that the air is coming inside this first cylinder, low pressure cylinder, and compressed to 3 bar. 1 bar to 3 bar. Then further this high pressure cylinder is taking the air with 3 bar and then compressing it to 9 bar. Since between these two cylinders there is an intercooler, so hot gas becomes cool. So the other cylinder requires less amount of work done to compress the air from 3 to 9 bar. So like this way the amount of work done invested in multi-stage compression. Multi-stage could be of 2, 3, 4 stages, but so over here I am showing 2-stage compression. So in case we are compressing the gas in stage wise fashion, then the net amount of work done required for working of the compressor reduces compared to that of we are compressing the gas in a single stage compression. Now